Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Wells Fargo Minneapolis Winter Skate here tonight in Loring Park to unveil the Spirit of Minnesota tribute bell. On behalf of the Minneapolis Downtown Council, Wells Fargo, and the Minnesota Assistance Council for Veterans, thank you all for coming out tonight here to help us unveil and dedicate the Spirit of Minnesota tribute bell. Everyone is welcome to come up and ring the bell in honor of past, present, and future veterans of Minnesota. Just to share some insight, the first Wells Fargo sponsored veteran tribute bell was cast in 2017 at the Iowa State Fair. Now Wells Fargo has brought that same concept here to the bold north of Minnesota. As Minnesota's third largest private employer and the Minnesota Yellow Ribbon Company, Wells Fargo sponsored the casting of the Spirit of Minnesota tribute bell to honor Minnesota veterans. This bell is being donated to one of Minnesota's most respected veteran service organizations, the Minnesota Assistance Council for Veterans. The mission of the MACV is to end veteran homelessness by providing housing, employment, financial education, and legal services to veterans in need.
Minnesota Tribute Bell initiative. It's really a great way to honor our veterans. And let me also just offer my personal thanks to all of you here who have served or who are serving.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the Spirit of Minnesota tribute bell. Bells call us to wake, pray, work, to arms, to feast, and in times of crisis to come together. Above all, bells are the sound of freedom and peace. During World War II, bells hung silently until the day they could ring in peace following the war. Our bell ringers will now come up to the trailer and ring the bell in honor of past, present, and future veterans of Minnesota.
So ringing this bell in memory and honor of our dad and husband, William Donald Coy, who passed away in November, and his dog tags became part of the bell. Hard.
Good evening. I am representing the Minnesota National Guard, and I am ringing the bell tonight for our soldiers and airmen in the Minnesota National Guard and those troops deployed overseas in defense of our freedom.
Wells Fargo believes that this tribute bell is going to serve as a reminder and really as an artifact that brings the citizens of Minnesota together to honor our past, present, and inspire future veterans.
Physically, the bell is a representation of all those items that went into it. We heard about one of them here this evening, but also in there are World War I and II medals and coins and artifacts that were melted down and cast into the bell as part of that project. But figuratively, the bell represents all of you. It represents currently serving members, it represents retirees, it represents family members, it represents great community members, foundations, every single one of you who have joined together to help support veterans in Minnesota, and specifically for us, to help us end veteran homelessness in Minnesota.